So, what happens when you mix divine intervention with, well, divine comedy? We're about to dive into a concept that's as funny as it is profound by asking one simple, kind of wild question that reimagines a timeless figure for today.
Right? The whole idea really just hinges on that one brilliant question. What if, after watching us for 2,000 years, Jesus decided the best way to get his message across in 2026 wasn't some sermon on a mount, but a tight 5-minute set at the local comedy club?
I mean, come on, that just immediately sets the tone, doesn't it? It's clever, a little self deprecating, and it perfectly blends the sacred with the everyday. It's literally a joke that only one person in history could ever tell. And what a perfect opener for a divine comedy special. So, how would this season work? Let's get into it and really break down the character and his unique mission as the stand up savior. Okay, so here's the setup. After observing humanity for 2 millennia, he feels like he's finally cracked our code. So, he gets his father's blessing and comes back, not to preach, but to perform. He's using comedy to deliver modern day parables to people all around the world. Now, this isn't just about telling random jokes. Oh no, there's a very specific comedic philosophy going on here. Let's take a look at the rules he follows to, save souls with punchlines. His comedic style is super well defined. He's not about cheap tricks. In fact, he kind of dismisses his own past miracles as just parlor tricks. The real focus now is on the absurdity of our modern lives. He'll call out hypocrisy, for sure, but he always does it with this deep, soul-piercing empathy. It's all about translating that timeless wisdom into analogies that we can actually get today. And this right here, this is the absolute heart of his act, the modern parables. This is where he takes these ancient spiritual concepts and gives them a much-needed 21st century update. For instance, how do you explain faith? Well, he compares it to that spotty airport Wi-Fi. You know the one. He says the signal is powerful, it's always there, and it's free. But we're all too busy trying to connect to other hotspots, like materialism or social media. You don't need a password, you just need to stop standing next to the microwave of your own ego, and maybe, just maybe, update your kindness firmware. It's just a perfect, instantly relatable metaphor. Okay, next up, he tackles the human condition itself, and he compares it to the biathlon. Just picture it. We're all frantically skiing through life at 100 miles an hour, right? Dealing with emails, taxes, just everything. And then suddenly, life demands that we stop, be completely still, and hit this tiny little target of patience or kindness. And as he puts it, most of us end up shooting the neighboring lane. Oof, hits close to home. And this next one is so perfect for right now. He sees the social media algorithm as the ultimate modern version of reap what you sow. Think about it. If you spend all your time consuming chaos and negativity or, just videos of screaming goats, then your entire world becomes just that. He says that's not a glitch, that's a spiritual lesson. Wow. But it's not all these big, high-concept parables. He actually grounds his act with a reoccurring bit that calls back to his old day job. Welcome, everyone, to The Carpenter's Corner. He uses his background as a carpenter to poke fun at modern construction and our work ethic. He looks at some of these new buildings and says he's seen more structural integrity in a Pharisee's argument. It's just a great way to make him feel super relatable and down to earth. And trust me, he does not hold back on our modern design trends either. This line is just perfect observational humor. He takes a playful shot at a piece of home decor we've all seen a million times, while, gently reminding everyone of who he is. It's sharp, it's funny, and it has just a little hint of that divine authority. All right, so these are great jokes, for sure. But what's the actual point? What's the ultimate takeaway? Well, this is where every single part of his set comes together, building to the punchline that really has a point. And this is really the heart of it all. He uses this fantastic joke about the Olympics to deliver his core message. We get so obsessed with winning, with getting the medals, with all these earthly prizes and accomplishments. But he reminds the audience that what really matters isn't the final score. It's those small, simple acts of kindness along the way. So when you boil it all down, his entire comedy special is basically giving us 3 key pieces of advice. First, get some perspective on what the real prize is. Second, stop letting your ego and all the other noise block that spiritual Wi-Fi signal. And third, and maybe this is the most important one, make a real, conscious effort to update your kindness firmware. Which really leaves you with a final thought to chew on. This whole concept challenges us to find wisdom in some pretty unexpected places.
By packaging a sermon as a punchline, it forces us to ask, is it the way the message is delivered that matters most, or the truth that's inside it? And maybe, just maybe, laughter is a much more direct path to understanding than we ever realized.